On January 1st, people all around the world celebrated the birth of a new year. It's safe to say that many of us had audacious dreams and goals of making 2020 the best year ever. All that changed on March 11th when the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a pandemic. Suddenly we were faced with a new reality. A reality that included self-isolation, social distancing, wearing a mask, and lining up to purchase groceries. Within the first 80 days of 2020, we went from excitement to chaos. And chaos is defined as complete disorder and confusion, which we've all witnessed on many occasions. It's chaos when people are fighting over toilet paper and water. It's chaos when one individual wants to hoard all the food that's on the shelf. And chaos, the disorder and the confusion increases stress, anxiety, and fear. And fear will sabotage every effort we make to achieve that audacious goal that we had on January 1st. Now, you can't go back to January 1st and have a new beginning. It's an impossibility. But you have the power to start where you are and make it a great ending. You can make the rest of the year the best of the year. You heard me correctly. You can make the rest of the year the best of the year. How? By turning chaos into success. And that's what this message is about. A simple strategy to turn chaos into success. It starts with a change in your perspective. Instead of seeing chaos as a negative word, what if we go from the negative word chaos and instead focus on the individual letters that make up the word chaos? Shifting from negative to positive. See, when we're in the fearful mode, we actually are stuck in our survival brain, trying to figure out how to move forward. But if we could shift our perspective and tap into positive intelligence, that gives us access to increased intuition, creativity, and allows you to step into your genius that you are. Wouldn't that be more beneficial to help you to achieve your audacious goal? I think it would. So let's move away from the word chaos, that negative word, and let's focus on the 5 letters that make up chaos. And let's assign some positive variables to those 5 individual letters so that we could shift from survival brain to positive intelligence. It starts with C. There's H. There's A, O, and S. And so what are the positive variables that we could assign to those 5 letters? Well, we could make C courage. Oh yeah. We could make H represent happiness. A for attitude. O represent opportunity. And S for success. Isn't that interesting? The word chaos starts with a C and ends with an S. In other words, in order to turn chaos into success, we must first start with courage. And courage is not about being fearless. It was Ambrose Redmoon who said, courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the judgment that something else is greater than fear. There is that key phrase, something else that's greater than fear. What is your something else? What is the audacious dreams and goals that you have for yourself or for you and your family or your loved ones? Or is your desire for that goal? Is it a burning desire that's greater than fear? Because in order to really make the rest of the year the best of the year, you have to be courageous. But you have to have a goal that's going to drive you each and every day. There will be days when you don't feel courageous. I could tell you that there are days when I wake up and I don't want to get out of bed. I'm overwhelmed with fear because it happens to all of us. But I always have to ask myself, what is it that I want so bad that would allow me to get out of bed, that would allow me to move forward each day? And I'm going to tell you a secret. Baby steps do count. You don't have to take a quantum leap to achieve your goal. In fact, success is usually a series of small baby steps moving forward. So courage is the first thing that you need to go from chaos to success. Courage to go for your dream. Courage to believe in yourself. Courage to want to have it even though you're still feeling fearful. So just remember, courage is not about fearlessness. It's about having a desire that is greater than your fear, that's going to allow you to jump out of bed in the morning even when fear is trying to hold you back. And it's going to allow you to take those baby steps moving forward. And that's what C is all about. It's not about being fearless, but it is about being courageous. And then we have H, happiness. How happy are you at this very moment? See, most of us are looking to external sources to be happy, but happiness is not an external thing. It's an internal. Happiness is within. And happiness is really about your own personal self-care. What are you doing each and every day to take care of you? All work and no play makes for a very stressful day. And so I'm going to encourage you to always take time each and every day. Take a happiness break. Take some time to laugh, to sing, to shout, to jump, to play. Be happy. Find those moments of happiness. Because as we go through life, we're going to be hit with so many challenges that sometimes we allow ourselves to become so overwhelmed with the stress and anxiety that we actually forget to be happy. We're waiting for something else to make us happy. We're searching for happiness externally when it's internally. It's here and it's here, waiting for you to tap into it. So give yourself a happy break. I like to give myself a happy break a few times each day. Whether it's listening to music and doing some dancing, whether it's going for cycling so that I could be outdoors with nature and listen to the birds. I love to be beside a body of water. The sound of the waves crashing against the rocks, or just listening to the water as it flows, gives me peace, tranquility, and it makes me happy. And so I'm suggesting to you to find the thing that makes you happy and have a happiness break every day. H is about being happy. And happiness will always put you in a much better frame of mind. You go from being negative to having a positive attitude. And that's what A is all about. It's about having a positive attitude. We are surrounded by lots of negativity. Negativity about what's happening with the economy. Negativity about the outcome from COVID-19. Negativity of the violence that we keep seeing all around the world. We're bombarded with negativity. And so it's important to understand that your attitude is important. Attitude is all about you taking control of the thoughts that goes through your mind. You are the gatekeeper of your own mind. You are the master of your own mind. Don't give up control to anyone else. You are in control the way you think and the way you feel. But I know with COVID-19 and with all the information that we get daily, it's hard not to get negative. So your job is to feed your mind with positive information. Override some of that negativity. Read a book that inspires you and motivates you. Listen to audio programs that are upbeat. Have music that keeps you uplifted. Work on your personal, professional, and spiritual development. So build you up so that you will always maintain a positive attitude. It's up to you. It's up to you to control the information that flows through your mind. It's up to you to be the gatekeeper, what you let in and what you keep out. My suggestion is get a routine of reading something positive each and every day. The attitude is really about growing you so that you can become better for yourself, for your family, for the people that you work with, for the clients that you serve. They need you to show up the very best that you can. And it's hard to be at your very best with a negative attitude. A positive attitude will take you a long way, but a negative attitude will be the anchor that holds you back from soaring to new heights and achieving those audacious goals. So remember, your attitude is your responsibility. You are the gatekeeper and you are the master of your mind. So maintain a positive attitude. And when you maintain a positive attitude, it opens your mind to new opportunities. Yes, even in the midst of a crisis, in the midst of a pandemic, there are opportunities that are out there. Opportunities didn't go into self-isolation. Opportunities not keeping a distance away from you, and opportunities not hidden behind the mask. So when you have the right attitude, you will see those opportunities. And that's what it's going to take. The attitude for you to attract opportunities into your life, into your business. There's so many opportunities out there waiting to be explored. Things that you never thought about. The one thing that COVID-19 is doing is forcing us to realize that it's no longer business as usual. We're now forced to deal with a new reality, like it or not. And whether you like it or not, chances are it's going to be here for a while. And it's going to change how we move forward. Your ability to move forward successfully comes back to having the right attitude. Your attitude, we've heard it before, determines your altitude. How high do you want to soar? You don't have to wait for this pandemic to be over to start soaring. You could soar higher now than you ever did before. So my suggestion to you is to journal, meditate, read, and listen to great information that's going to grow you personally, professionally, spiritually, and remain open to new opportunities. They're out there, waiting to be discovered by you. A positive mind will see the silver lining in the cloud. A negative mind just makes the cloud that much darker. So you have a choice. You could wallow in negativity and be lost in that whole ocean of darkness. Or you could have that positive attitude that opens up the light so that you could see those opportunities that are specific to what you need. So make it your goal to maintain a strong and positive attitude regardless of the challenges that you're facing right now. Because when you have the right attitude and those opportunities starts coming in, the more opportunity you attract to yourself, the greater your chances are of success. Which brings us to S, success. Success is really what you make of it. We all have our own definition of success. But I love the one that Earl Nightingale introduced back in the 60s. See, his definition of success is this. Success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Isn't that something? The progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Whatever that ideal is for you, your success doesn't need anyone else's approval. It only needs to be worthy for you. Something that you desire, something that you want to accomplish. And hopefully your success is going to benefit others. Selfish success is not the right success. We want success that allows us to be able to be generous and to be able to share. So make sure that your worthy ideal is something that goes beyond just you. Beyond the fancy car and the mansion and the gifts and the travels. Make it about a difference in the life of others. That's what true success is all about. And yes, these are challenging times. COVID-19, we don't know what the end is going to look like. We don't know how long this is going to last. What we do know is that it's no longer the old reality that we were comfortable in. We're now forced to step outside of our comfort zone and deal with a new reality. Yes, it is a pandemic. And yes, it is creating chaos globally and personally. But that doesn't mean that we have to allow ourselves to get lost in this chaos. That doesn't mean that we have to shrink away from being audacious. And it certainly doesn't mean that we have to resort to working, with the survival brain stuck in fear. Let's be audacious. Let's step into our positive genius and reach for the furthest star that we could reach for. And when we achieve that success, make sure that we celebrate and share it with others. So there you have it, a strategy for turning chaos into success. We shift from the word chaos and we focus on 5 letters that make up the word. C-H-A-O-S. Courage, happiness, positive attitude, opportunity, success. So the next time you encounter the word chaos, remind yourself, hey, I got this. Because when I look at chaos, I realize now that it all starts with courage and it ends with success. I wish you great success on your journey.